The US immigration system just made a major change, and honestly, when I first got to know about it, I was not sure whether to be relieved or worried. Why? Because depending on your situation, this change could make things easier or significantly more complicated. The US Department of Homeland Security just published a new rule, and that is effective from August 11 already. This gives USCIS the power to move immigration applications online permanently. Green cards, citizenship, asylum, work permits, family petitions, all of it. Today we'll break it down simply, clearly and tell you exactly what every Indian must do right now. Namaskar, I am Neha Upadhyay and this is Ecos Global. On August 10th, 2026, the Department of Homeland Security published a new interim final rule in the Federal Register. It became effective on 11th August 2026. And here is what it actually says. USCIS now has a legal authority to make specific immigration forms mandatory for online filing, which means at some point in the future, you may no longer be able to submit a paper application for certain immigration benefits. You will have to do it online. So what this rule does is set up the framework, the process, the legal authority for USCIS to make that change in the future with at least 60 days notice before any form goes online only. Now here is exactly which forms are in scope for this change, and for Indians, this list covers almost every major immigration filing you might make. The I-485, which is the adjustment of status application, how most Indians apply for their green card from inside America. The N-400, the US citizenship application. The I-539, the asylum application. The I-765, the employment authorization document, your work permit. Then the I-130, the family sponsor petition, and the I-90, the form to replace or renew a green card. All of these are already available for online filing, and all of them could eventually become mandatory online only. But the question is, why USCIS is doing all of this? So USCIS says the move to online filing is about efficiency, about reducing administrative cost, about processing applications faster, and looking at the current numbers, the case for online filing is actually pretty strong. As of December 2025, about 62% of N-400 citizenship applications and 68% of I-90 green card renewal applications were already being filed electronically, but only 12% of H-1B, I-129 petitions were filed online. So the system is already partially online. This rule gives USCIS the power to finish the transition form by form with proper notice. So what this means for Indians practically. So I will talk about group by group. So talking about group number 1, Indians filing green card applications through I-485. If you are in the middle of this process or planning to file soon, understand that the I-485 is already available online. Nothing changes immediately, but you should be prepared to file electronically going forward. Group number 2, Indians applying for citizenship through N-400. They are with the same situation. This form is already available online. There is no immediate change, but get comfortable with the online system. Now let's talk about group number 3, Indian asylum seekers filing I-589. It is also already available online. Group number 4, H-4 spouses and OPT students filing I-765 for work permits. It is also already available online. Group number 5, Indian families sponsoring relatives through I-130. It is also already available online. The bottom line for all of these groups has nothing changed, but the direction is very clear. Online is the future, and getting familiar with USCIS online systems now before it becomes mandatory is the smart move. Now here is the concern that immigration lawyers are raising, and it is worth understanding. Not everyone in the immigrant community has equal access to online systems. Some older applicants, some people in rural areas, some people with limited digital literacy may find online only filing significantly harder than paper. And for complex cases like asylum applications, where the details matter enormously, filing online without expert guidance can lead to mistakes that can have serious consequences. The American Immigration Lawyers Association has flagged this concern. They note that only 6% of attorneys voluntarily use online filing right now, which tells you something about how the legal community views it. Online is efficient, but it is not always safer for complex cases, which is why if you are filing any complicated immigration application, working with an attorney has never been more important. Now, the fraud detection angle. DHS specifically said the move to online filing is also intended to strengthen fraud detection. Online applications create digital records, digital trails that are easier to cross-reference, easier to audit, easier to flag for inconsistencies. So this is not just about efficiency, it is also about enforcement, which means if you are filing an immigration application, accuracy has never been more important. Every detail you enter online is a data point. The USCIS can cross-reference against other records, your travel history, your tax records, your employment history. Online filing makes the system more efficient for legitimate applicants and more dangerous for anyone trying to game it. So these are the things that you need to keep in mind. So this has already been in the effect. So you tell me, what do you think about it? What are your thoughts on this? Whatever you have, you can tell us in the comment section. That's all in this video. See you in the next one. Till then, this is me, Neha Upadhyay, signing off.